talking about the independent aspiring academic minister, he's also having something that he wants to bring to understand. And I'm sure you also contacted one of the commissioners to say that you want to bring your
Please go that through PowerPoint and not videos. I've accepted a video, many videos on it. But then allow me just to say that even when I made my entrance, you didn't stipulate in any way to say that we're supposed there's a format for a candidate to enter. He was in the forefront of stopping my entourage as I was coming in. That was somehow like it would look like we don't know what we're doing at the end of the day. Because even as I'm entering, allow me to petition my group. Yeah, you didn't stipulate in any way to say that there is a formal way of entrance. When we were asked on stage, he was on the forefront. One of you, how does this issue link to our supporters? We look disorganized at the end of the day. And then instead of him formally or casually, or even he could have gone to our head of our party. He could have not organized your people, but he was in the forefront of stopping my entrance. And I'm sure you saw how he was also aggressive. That was so. How do you expect us to come and petition our problems to your office if you yourselves don't take liberty in actually allowing us, or liberty in making a formal way of addressing us by memo, or even a memo would have sufficed? Isn't a memo now? Because I don't get how he was. It's like he's.
I have spent about the 1,200 just to contest. And the other thing is that we are spending money to mobilize and be able to campaign.
Yes.
Unlike our friends that may, by anyway, maybe, I haven't mentioned anyone, have external funders. Right. As we are using personal funds. And it hurts me to see that the money that I'm using, I've sweat for this same money. And then you embarrass us. What's the point of embarrassing us? We have been cooperating with you. Our audience is quiet, but still you come back and say, no, the audience are making noise. And yet we're seeing our friends flashing my condoms, billboards and the like, and no one is actually telling them. It was yesterday when I told you to say, why are you affiliating yourself with Mangaliki? This is a guy, he's a politician by the way. Yes, he's a former president, but by the end of the day, he's just a student like you and me. And then the other thing is that he has publicly endorsed the other camp. What's the point of you affiliating with him?
Yes.
These elections haven't been free and fair. They haven't. And if you have preferred candidates, then tell us what we withdraw. That's all. Yes. I politely asked you, just when the opposition candidate was making his all kind of thing, I don't know what was happening, if it was an app or it was a manifesto, I don't know what was happening. I said to say, who has actually done this? No one. Why is he being treated fairly? Especially, why is he being treated differently, in short, from others? And then the other thing is that my candidate has an app. He even knows about it. He wasn't allowed to pin it. Why did you allow him to pin it? Then the other thing is, you said we'll have a meeting tomorrow. They complained to say we are clashing with them. Immediately they complained to call for a meeting. As we complained yesterday to say the things that are being done are not okay, whereby we see a candidate from the opposite side going first to make their manifesto. Then us, we are looking as if we are copying someone's manifesto. I requested if we can have a meeting. You denied us to have a meeting. When they complain, you are calling for a meeting. You are not working neutrally. You are siding. And I'm very disappointed because we have to do away with politics of inheritance. Rumor is very big. Let us have a fair ground of play.
Just even before you respond to the billing thing, I know my brother there will say it's with the defense that they communicated through an inbox. But what do you mean a commission is discussing political things in an inbox with the candidates? One of the rules, if I'm not mistaken, that on the regulations, it said to say no communication should be done on on a personal level between a candidate and the commissioner, then what is happening there? What is happening there? Please, let's be professional. We are putting money into this for crying out loud. We all want, at the end of the day, this to be a fair run. No one would want to lose simply because they were unfairly treated during this process. Let it be a process that is straightforward. We all are students of Kwame Nkrumah University, so no one should be favored over the other. This hurts because we know exactly the effort we are putting into this. Some of us are not going for classes. We are doing a lot for this to work out. But why are you doing this?
Chair, we are the one in charge of
Just a minute, just a minute.
Okay, let me respond to some of the queries. To start with, we had a meeting with the campaigning managers from all the parties, and one of the things that we discussed was on how the candidates will be taking front, of which we said only 2 people will be allowed to take the candidates to the front, of which we all saw that today there was not that promotion where everyone has to go in front to take the candidates. So I've responded to one of the questions. And then to respond to your question, you say why is it that we are having one-on-one conversation with the aspiring candidates. Let's say you involve me, right? You involve me, ask me something kind. Should I go in the moment respond how I yes, how I like, how do you see that scenario?
So now my concern is not about you inboxing each other, but my concern is when you see that the matter that you're discussing about is important, it is an issue of power points, which everyone has to know about. Why should it remain in the inboxes and we see it here? Why wasn't it communicated through a memo like everything else? That's the case.
Because this was a concern from one of the candidates. It was supposed to have come to the group.
If someone texts me a message concerning something beaming, should I respond but via email or via a memo when there is just less than 30 minutes for the what? For the presentation to be presented? Someone answer me that question.
You remember I wrote a letter to yes, addressing the procedures regarding the unrest, especially in regards to we speaking first. No, I'm making a reference. You don't need to cut. Oh yeah, I wrote a letter last time to the chairperson regarding the procedure, regarding the procedure for human resources. And that letter I have it. I don't know how you deliberate in your commission, but what I know is when you're working as a commission, if an issue comes up, you must have a platform where if I write a message to you, what I believe.
Let us talk about
No, I'm making a reference somewhere. What is there is this: when an issue is made, or I'm involved in the commission, the issue must be forwarded to a platform where all of you are able to sit and deliberate on it. Now, a situation where when you inbox the commission then forward that issue to a platform where you discuss about it, only one commissioner responds to it, is not official because we are working as a commission, we are working as individuals. So when an issue is addressed to you in the inbox, what we know and what we expect is that as a commission, that issue is forwarded to a platform where all of you are there, and then you deliberate on that issue. If that issue looks like it's of public concern, then it must be what? It must be addressed so that everyone is able to see it. Yes.
We apologize for that communicating to say that we can protect on the issue of protecting your manifesto, we sincerely apologize for not communicating there with us.
But you communicated to us the issue of the picture, right?
Yes,
Pictures, why did you communicate the pictures?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm apologizing for the fact that I'm apologizing. It means that there's an error on our end.
Excuse me.
I just want a response. I'm still talking. I just want a response. I want to continue talking whatever.
Hold on. Did you try to ask? I'm sure he did the same. He asked.
You guys are not getting it because this person is working with
No, there's nothing like that. We're not using it.
It's not
We have
You know about it?
so through you, Jay, and
I read the manifesto.
Guys, keep quiet. We're talking where the politicians. No,
I want you to respond on my behalf. What everyone was raising our concerns, okay? But the issue at hand here is the issue of beaming the government. Let us solve that issue. Tomorrow, go for a meeting with somebody else.